Hello DevOps people, I'm Jochen, welcome to my live DevOps stream. It's going to be the last stream before the holidays. I'll be on break from next week on for 2 weeks, and even I get to recharge a bit before I'll then start into the next year. Welcome to my stream. On the stream I'm doing all kinds of software development and operations things, and whatever I do. If you have any questions, if there's anything you'd like to comment on, if you have any feedback, please don't hesitate and go into the chat. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you are doing at the moment, what projects you are working on. I'm always happy to participate. Yeah, today I'll be doing a bit of bits and bobs, I guess. I've created an open source software especially for this stream. The software is called Jupyter, and it's going to be a software that allows me and maybe others to manage all the IT resources we run at my company. The main goal is if there are any Amazon instances, DigitalOcean droplets, Hetzner servers, things like that, I'd like this application to manage all of that so I can see what we are paying our infrastructure bill each month, and to have a unified dashboard to see everything that we have in operation. What I've also learned over time is that having a single source of truth for these things instead of lots of APIs that we can, of course, use to get all the data we need, is that we can use this collected information to generate other things. For example, to automatically create chef nodes, to create automation scripts, things like that. Because there is a single database that can tell us which EC2 instances or servers or stuff we have in place. The repository for this software is at GitHub under gviz/Jupyter, and there are still a few issues left that I'm going to do today. I think we'll make this a very lightweight session where we can chat over anything and everything. In the meantime, I'll do a bit of housekeeping with, say, adding a few RSpec examples here for this issue, or set up Travis CI integration. Now is a very good time because in my last session on Tuesday I configured deployment to Heroku. Jupyter is a Rails application, so Heroku is a great place to host it. And it was quite easy to get it running, and I'd like to have CI integration, so as soon as I push something to the master branch, tests will run automatically, and if successful, the application gets deployed to the staging instance at Heroku. At a later time, I'll probably do a deployment to our own Kubernetes cluster, but that's something for next year, I guess. I think I'd like to start with this issue. It's issue number 2, so it's one of the oldest and one of the ones I thought of the earliest. So let's get this done. I think I only have the master branch and the Kubernetes cluster branch that will be put to the back burner for the time being, so I guess I'll work directly in the master branch now, simply to see if Travis CI actually is working. What do we need to do to deploy our application to Travis CI? Let's see, Travis CI Rails. That should be enough to maybe Rails Heroku even. So we get everything in one step. Let's take a look at the Travis CI documentation. If you've been here on Tuesday, you can tell that I've just been to the barbershop to get a nice haircut for my last live stream for this year. I did this especially for you. Let's see. Okay, that's the deployment part, but yeah, why not? Let's take this first. Do I have a Travis CI configuration file? Yeah, already? No, I don't. So let's create one. Not here. Let's see. New file, and it's called dot. Where did it go? It's not supposed to be untitled one. Okay, okay, that's how it works. Okay, so let's just copy these two lines. I'll add the API key using the Travis command. Commands. That should be that. How do I? Okay. Not in models. It's directly Travis dot YAML. Yes, please. I even got a nice little Travis CI icon here, but not in... Oh, no, it's not supposed to be in app, it's supposed to be down here. Okay, that's that. Let's go ahead and add the auth token. Do we have a Travis command installed already? No, it's not installed, so let's go and install the Travis gem. Install. I could even add it to that gem file, I guess. Why not? That way, a bundle install adds all the stuff we should have. Bundle install should run through. A few updates. That's that. Oh no, I should be able to... detect a repository to use Jupyter, yes. That's that. Now we have a secure token in there, and let's add the Rails test as well. So let's go back and say Travis Rails, building the Ruby project. Ruby. I guess Travis will be able to derive everything else. Or guess everything else, but let's actually use the caching. Everything else is for edge cases, I think. So we should be good with that. But I'd like to deploy only on master. So we need to have a condition in there. Conditional releases on branch master. I think that's mostly it. Then let's commit this. This is our support, our integration. And I probably have to also enable the repository. Nope, I don't. Having a Travis CI file in there was sufficient for Travis to pick it up. Okay. Let's follow the log. So that's what we are working on at the moment. I'll assign myself to the issue. Do we already have a work in progress label here? No, we don't. So let's create a new label called WIP. Progress. Not a red one. That lavender color is nice. So just to indicate that I'm working on this. I'll tag this with WP. Even though I'm the only one who's working on this repository at the moment, it's one of my main goals to really do best practices on this stream, and having this indicator that this issue gets taken care of, is getting taken care of, is a nice thing to have. So, Travis. Oof. Of course, we didn't configure the database, so we need a few dependencies. I think the quickest way is to take a look at one of my other projects. So we need Postgres as a service, and have to deploy stuff first. So we don't need Redis at this time. This part makes sure that Travis CI spins up a Postgres database, and we have a before script that creates a database and copies the database YAML for Travis to the database YAML that is going to be used. So we'll also have to steal the Travis database YAML and config database YAML.travis, which is pretty simple. That's in config database.yaml.travis. So it uses the Travis CI test database that has been created by the script up here. This job is done. I hope you people out there are well. I'm pretty happy that this is my last work week for the year. apart from the occasional pager duty that I'm going to have over the holidays. At least I'll get a few solid days of rest. Got lots of things that I'd like to think about, new architectural stuff, ideas for Dockerizing more parts of our hosting infrastructure, things like that, that I just didn't get to. Things I was too busy to get into more deeply, and I guess, of course, I'll also have a lot of time to spend with my family. So it'll be a nice mix of tech and simply putting my feet up and being lazy for a while. Okay, now it's utilizing. I'm already using that word myself. It's using the cache. And here goes the database. Tests are running fine, but interestingly, Robocop is catching a few things that it didn't catch on my machine. So it looks like there's a new version of Robocop that has new rules built in. That's interesting. So let's try and fix this on my machine. We'll do a bundle update Robocop. Okay, 060 to 061. And let's do a bundle exec Robocop dot empty line after magic comment. Okay, and this as well. Okay, now I get the same errors here. So we should have an empty line after magic comments, which is right in line 1 of these two models. Fine. Where are my models? Here we are. That's the server. Oh, that's because annotate simply replaced things here. Simply having an empty comment line obviously doesn't do the trick. So it has to be a fully empty line. Okay. Let's hope that annotate doesn't overwrite that, but that should fix it for the time being at least. Another push, another CI run. Oops. That wasn't the one I wanted, I think. No, that wasn't the one. This is the one. So what other issues do we have here? The RSpec stuff, yeah. Rubocop in Rails mode for everything. Yeah, we can fix this as well. While Travis is working, I'd like to look up how the Rails option of Rubocop actually works. Exception to the rule is the Rails department, which cannot be enabled in its entirety this way. Setting Rails enabled true will have the same effect as running with the Rails command line option, which in the context of disabled by default true means to make it possible to enable Rails cops individually. Okay. So I actually can activate Rails for the app directory only, and have Rubocop still cover everything, but with the normal rule set. Okay. That's great. Looks like this will be easy to fix. The thing is that Rubocop will apply Rails best practices everywhere at the moment, because I'm running it like this here. We simply do Rubocop dash capital R, which is the Rails option, on the whole project directory. And that doesn't make sense, because applying Rails rules to, say, other Ruby files, like even the rake file itself here, which is Ruby, doesn't make much sense. I encountered the issue, for example, that if I use put s to output stuff in scripts like the rake file, or in other scripts that are run via Rails runner, for example, then Rubocop complains about using puts instead of using the Rails log, which simply doesn't apply in this context. So I'd like to change that, and looks like this will be easy to do, because I can add another option here under all cops. I'll do a Rails section, and I can simply say include the app directory only, and that should do the trick. And then I can remove the -r from the Rubocop invocation. Let's see if we are, at least we are making progress. We actually tried a deployment, and it says invalid credentials provided, which probably means that my Heroku credentials didn't work, which is strange. What did I said Heroku auth token. What does Heroku auth token actually do? Outputs the current CLI authentication token. I should do another Heroku login. I'll do that off screen. Okay, let's try this another time. Okay, that's interesting. Token will expire. Use Heroku authorizations create to generate a long-term token. Yeah, I'd like to have a long-term token, please. On the other hand, this token will live for a year, so no, why not? Let's take it. One more time. I wonder why I didn't get this message before. Maybe I actually needed to relog in. Always bugs me if I don't know what the actual issue is, and I just try some workarounds and see what sticks. Still invalid credentials provided. API request failed. Oh! I didn't use the right command here. works this time. If it doesn't, I will leave it as it is, and I'll try off stream, because this is getting boring. That's the database created. Tests running. And let's see if the deployment works now. Final try. Still API request. You do not have access to the app Jupyter. Oh, that's a different thing now. The application name isn't right. That's something else, yeah. I should have added the application name. So we do deploy on branch master to the application of 7 Jupyter staging. Can I simply use app, or do I have to state the branch? Yeah, I can just simply say app. Okay. Let's put it under the provider. And the API key below. We might still see the application deploy. Since Travis always will deploy to the staging application, I'll also set up a script, probably as part of the rake file. So I'll set up a rake task that will then take the currently the application that is currently deployed to staging and simply lets Heroku deploy the same revision to the production application. So there doesn't have to be any more testing and stuff. Even the build pack will stay the same on Heroku's part. It'll simply take what is deployed to staging and apply that, to the application, to the production application. Makes things much easier. The only thing I'll have to do is run the database migrations that might be necessary. They'll also have to run on the staging application, I just realized, but that can be taken care of later. How did I deal with that issue here? Okay, so it ran break that I migrate. Okay, let's do this as well. Oh, here we go. This is Heroku running the build pack. Nice. So I'll simply add a run command here that makes sure that Heroku always runs db migrate after deployment. Done! Your build exited with 0, which means that deployment did actually work, released, and it did deploy everything to Heroku. Okay, that's brilliant. Let's see if the same works with running the migrations afterwards, but I'll leave that as it is. And I'll go to the next issue. So let's count this as resolved with one of the recent commits. This one, to be exact. And let's take care of the bookup part here. I'll go ahead and set my WIP tag. And this time, since we are working on actual code changes, or at least the development setup, I'll create a branch, as always, using the issue number as a prefix. So let's do GCO git checkout -b 16 Robocop Rails. And in the Robocop YAML file, I'll say Rails include app and in the rake file I'll simply run dot so rake Robocop. To be honest, I'm not sure if that actually did the trick, so let's do something that Robocop doesn't like. For example, as I mentioned, adding put s somewhere instead of using logging. Hmm. Oh. Let's see, we'll put that R, a dash R. Let's simply get a better example. We'll go called Rails directory, app directory, or something like that. Enables true, and then the include. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. With the dash R, I get the complaint. So I guess we have to say enable true. Our error. Okay. Let's try the opposite and let's also include rake tasks, but since the rake tasks are in lib tasks, Heroku should not complain if so rake included for all cops and Rails only for the app directory. Okay. If I make normal style to-dos, like having multiple empty lines at the end, we should also get a warning here. No, it did not. I think it ignores the rake. Tasks. Well, it probably even should. Yeah, lib tasks rake gets excluded. Which makes sense because most of these are auto-generated and I don't want to fix other people's code. That's fine. But what if I create a file under lib? Okay. Obviously, I need the magic comment at the top. Now the file should be okay. And if I add a put s here, the Rails test shouldn't send a warning, but it does. Do I have to exclude everything except the stuff I'm including? Which would be a bit strange, wouldn't it? I'm not sure exactly how. Okay. Yeah, that seems to do the trick. Fair enough. Delete. Something we can commit. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and merge it right into master. Okay, another issue solved. We have 2 CI runs running, one for the feature branch and this one is for the master branch. Okay, now we have a few RSpec examples still being boilerplate stuff, but to be honest, can't be bothered today. I'll take care of that next time. It's almost weekend, so I'll give myself a pass here. And I simply keep chatting a bit. Speaking of, if there's anything you'd like to know, anything you'd like to tell me, go to the chat, let me know. Makes things much easier for me if if I'm not only speaking to my screen, but to actual people. What else is there? Nothing much, huh? Here we go. Tests ran fine, so Rubocop was happy. And now it's up to Heroku to run the deployment. And I have another opportunity to see if it'll at least try to run migrations, even though there aren't any new ones, so it'll not run any migrations, but it'll at least try. Deployed. Looks good. I like it. I guess we can even cancel this job, but well, why not? No, it can't even run because the branch is gone. Let's cancel it. I removed the branch too quickly for Travis. Okay. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up early today. I don't see anything that I'd like to do at the moment, and I think we are at a good point where it's a good time to take a break. So, it's been great to pick up this live stream again this year. After a long summer break, I was able to pick up Full Stack Live again, and with this Jupyter application I have a nice little thing that I can build and extend on a regular basis, and it's a great example of how to build an application and deploy it and operate it. That's what my DevOps perspective always is. How can I not only develop things but also operate them? Are there any things that need more attention? How to fix things that are not working in production, things like that. And I'm happy that I was able to do this on a regular basis since I restarted the stream, and I'm going to restart the stream again in the second week of January 2019. I've got to get used to a new year number again, and so I'll be back in the second week of January if everything goes right, and until then I'll have a bit of time to not only relax but also think about what I'd like this application to do next, and we'll see. I might even add a few more issues to the GitHub issue queue just to remind me what things I'll need to do next. And I hope to have you with me when I'm going to tackle these issues. So don't forget to follow the stream so you get a notification. Don't forget to also subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'm going to upload a recording of this session again, and where you'll find the recordings of previous sessions as well. I'll soon configure a new subdomain, youtube.fullstacksensei.com, that will take you directly to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe there as well, so you get notifications as soon as a new recording goes online. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. Have a great start into the new year. I'll see you then. Take care.